What's up, guys? It's Patricia from tarantulaheaven.com, and today I just wanted to share a quick bit of news that I found. I stumbled upon like an old news story. Well, not so old. It just happened like within the last few months. So I wanted to share it because I hadn't heard about it. And before I get to that, this is Miss Spidey in case she moves. She is a Gramistola rosea and she is absolutely amazing, but she's also very, very still. So I don't know if she'll do any activity, but I hope she does. But anyway, I've talked about tarantula migration and tarantula mating. This story is about a tarantula mating migration that actually turned pretty dangerous for humans, at least, not for the tarantula. And so there are certain areas in the world where tarantulas will migrate to look for a mate. The male tarantulas leave their burrows and they go off searching for their ladies, and they will travel great distances. Like there are lots of, I think it's like an attraction somewhere in the US where the tarantulas, like a whole swarm of tarantulas will like cross the streets, and people actually like make a thing of watching this. Sounds pretty cool. So basically there were two cars involved in this and a tarantula. So there was a Canadian motorcyclist in one automobile or vehicle, and then there was a Swiss couple in like a camper type of situation, and they spotted a single tarantula crossing the road, I guess, to look for a mate. And so they had to stop in the middle of the road to afford this tarantula a safe crossing. But in the process, they got into an accident, and fortunately, while none of the injuries were life-threatening, one of them did have to be transported via ambulance to a hospital that was like 100 miles away. So near deadly consequences. So I'll leave the link to the article in my description so that you guys can read it. But I don't know, there's like things about this story that I actually really love that I can understand people doing this for like a swarm of tarantulas, but it seems pretty amazing to me that people stop for one tarantula. That sounds like to me very precious. And unfortunately, everyone was okay in this accident, but it is just very interesting that these people were able to see the tarantula and decided to stop. I think that's really awesome. I think that says a lot about how certain people might protect wildlife. This happened This happened along the two-lane California State Route 190 near Town Pass and near the Death Valley National Park. So I'm curious, what would you guys have done? Would you have stopped? I imagine that most of you would if you saw the tarantula crossing. But yeah, I think about this all the time. Like when we try to avoid hitting things like squirrels or animals crossing the road, it's really hard to make judgment calls like that sometimes, to like save an animal, which most of us really want to do, but then having to watch what's going on around us and avoid causing more danger for ourselves and other people. So it's definitely a tough judgment call. I'm glad that all these people are okay, and I hope that tarantula met its friend that it was trying so hard to get to. I'm really curious if any of you guys watched the tarantula or a tarantula migration, because I never have, and I would love to know what it's like. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful Tarantula Tuesday, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.